Hey everybody, what is going on? Today we are so excited for the upcoming game, Arkham Knight. Now, Arkham Knight, unfortunately, is it's not coming out till February, I think, like around February 24th. But yeah, we're just prepping for it, and well, the biggest thing that is probably gonna come out about it is who is the Arkham Knight. Now, the Arkham Knight is a villain that really not many people know who it is. Actually, nobody knows. Nobody really knows who it is except for the creators. So, yeah, who is this man? Who's in this suit? Who is this badass character that we are hoping for the character to be pretty freaking cool, which we already know he's going to be? Well, I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be in this suit. All the possibilities. Well, all the biggest possibilities. Yes, coming up in number 5 is Damian Wayne. Now, Damian Wayne is the 5th Robin, for those of you who don't know, who haven't read the comics. Yeah, he's Batman's son, and his mom is Talia al Ghul, which is like from the League of Assassins, and well, long story short, he could have grown up to become an assassin, and like he could have became the Arkham Knight, and he could have wanted to take it out on his dad, and well, that's basically it. Yes, number four. This is Azrael, and Azrael he's actually been in Arkham City, so he's not really that original. And his real name is Jean-Paul Valley. Yeah, Jean-Paul Valley. And he was actually Batman one time in the Nightfall series. He was Batman. He filled in for Batman when Bane broke Batman's back, like the actual Batman. And well, like, that was a really bad decision because he killed a lot of people. But yeah, he could be controlled by what's it called, like, because Azrael controls his actual soul or something, and well, yeah, that's not so great. Yeah, he actually could be mentally insane and taking it out on Batman, just like Damian Wayne, except, well, yeah, Damian Wayne actually is pretty insane, but yeah, this actually can be a pretty big possibility that Azrael could become the Arkham Knight, because it could be an intro into it, but you know, we'll see. But yes, coming in at number 3 is, well, to be honest, I think it's Jason Todd. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Jason Todd, because Jason Todd, he was the second Robin, and well, unfortunately, he got killed by the Joker with a crowbar in the line of duty. And well, he came back to life and he became the Red Hood. But the reason why this is actually could be really true, not only does he use 2 guns just like the Red Hood, but if you actually check on the page of the Arkham Knight page, if you pre-order Arkham Knight, then you can get, I think it's you get to be the Red Hood, something like that, but it would actually be really interesting, because it could be telling the story of the actual Arkham Knight, and before he was the Arkham Knight, he could have been, you know, he could have been the Red Hood. Well, he was the Red Hood, but he could have been the Arkham Knight after that, and he could have, because he was never, he didn't like Batman. He didn't like Batman when he came back and he became the Red Hood. I guess it's just because he didn't kill the Joker after the Joker killed him, even even after he killed the second Robin, he still refused to break his one rule of not killing. And, well, I guess he got mad at him for that. So this actually is it's a pretty big option. But, yes, coming in at number 2, Anarchy. Now, we saw some of Anarchy in Arkham Origins, and he was actually, yeah, he seemed like he was a kid. Yeah, he was a kid. He was like high school age kid, and he could have grown up to, like, cause he could have grown up to be the Arkham Knight, because he actually envied Batman, and well, before Batman arrested him, or at least, you know, beat him up and sent the cops for him to put him in jail. He could have, after that, he could have started to resent Batman, and he could have made a goal to make sure that he destroys him. And we've actually seen in the demo, you see our anarchy signs all around the city. Now, if he's still Anarchy and not the Arkham Knight, then he's definitely in that game, because we see the Anarchy signs. So whether he's the Arkham Knight or not, he's for sure going to be in the game. Yes, that's what we do know. But it's actually, yeah, I think it's a pretty big possibility that he will be the Arkham Knight, because it goes well with the story, because he wanted to be the Batman. He wanted to know the Batman. Like, he envied him. He was his role model, his hero. But yeah, that's a pretty big possibility. And coming in at number 1, we have Hush. Now, Hush his name's Thomas Elliott, and he used to be a brain surgeon, and he was in Arkham City, because he left us with sort of a cliffhanger there. Yeah, we sort of had a cliffhanger there at the end of this. If you go on the side mission, you see Hush. His face, like, cause he changes his face every once in a while, and right before the end of the side mission, you could see that he changed his face into Bruce Wayne's face, because he has the ability to do that, and he could become the Arkham Knight and take off his mask and become Bruce Wayne and show it to the world. Like, he could try to ruin Bruce's life, or Batman's life. So yeah, he could actually ruin Bruce's life. Like, it's a freaking big ass cliffhanger for him to become Bruce Wayne, and then he just leaves Arkham City. It doesn't make sense. That's why he's such a big possibility of becoming the Arkham Knight. I really think it's gonna happen. To be honest, it could be Azrael, it could be Damian Wayne, but to be honest, it's either Jason Todd, Hush, or Anarchy. Yeah, I'm sort of going between Anarchy and Hush, but I really chose Hush to be the number 1, because, you know, it's just like, you don't just make Hush for his face to turn into Bruce Wayne's face, and then he just leaves. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's stupid. But, you know, I'm actually pretty excited to see who it is, and I will be sure to play it when it comes out, maybe and record it. But yeah, that's I guess that's enough for the Arkham Knight. But what are some things that people want to see in the Arkham Knight? Now, something that I want to see in the Arkham Knight, we saw that kick-ass Batmobile, also known as the Cheetah from GTA 5, but an amped up one. But it is so badass. But how you get to control it, but I don't want to use it every waking minute. It's just, it would get old, I guess. But for things like, say you were in combat, like you were fighting like this, and you get like a huge combo, like times 30. Well, yeah, that's kind of big, yeah, I guess. Times 30. And then you can like press the buttons on your wrist like Batman, and all of a sudden in slow-mo you just jump up like you do into the car, and it just drifts and knocks everybody out in the radius. In that radius. How sick would that be? That would be amazing. I would play the shit out of that. I would use that so much. That would be my only takedown probably that I would ever use. It's amazing. That is something that I would really like to see. Actually, I would like to know what you guys would like to see. Like, leave a comment in the description to tell me what you would want to see. I would love to know what you want to see. But, you know, it's just, yeah, that's pretty freaking cool. And speaking of combat, I really don't want them to change it. Other than, like, some different multi-takedowns, something like that. Like, just don't change it. Like, the health and all that stuff, that's pretty good for the combat. And, like, Predator, all that good stuff. Like, obviously, we don't want them to pull a Call of Duty and do the exact same thing the next game, but, you know, why break something that isn't broken? Well, yeah, sorry, why fix something that isn't broken? It's just no point. It's already perfect the way it is, basically. Except for a few touch-ups like they do every other game. It's just, you know, yeah. But just like about Batman, like, have you guys noticed that basically from Arkham, well, basically in Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, he looks pretty similar, I guess, but from Arkham City, from Arkham Asylum to Arkham City to Arkham Origins, he looks more badass every game. And now in Arkham Knight, he looks like, I don't know if you guys have seen the movies, but in the Batman movie, it's like the George Clooney Batman. He looks exactly like the Arkham Knight Batman. And might I say, they all look very badass. That is a badass suit, and I really hope that it comes with more badass gadgets. And we see, let's see, what are the villains? We got Two-Face, we got Penguin. There's probably a couple more. Yeah, with Scarecrow. That's the biggest. I really hope that Scarecrow is the Joker of this game. Not, like, if you know what I mean. Like, because Joker is basically, well, he's in every game and he's a huge part of it. So I'd really like to see something different. Like, I'd really like to see Scarecrow be the big part, be the Joker of this game. It'd be really cool to see something different. Because, to be honest, we love the Joker. He's actually pretty hilarious and he's awesome. But, you know, 3 games is enough, to be honest. Like, he's dead. He's dead. Sorry for the spoilers, but he's dead. In the end of Arkham City, he dies. But, you know, it's just, don't come back, okay? Like, you had a pretty cool death. Like, that's not funny.
You know, that actually is pretty funny.
But it's you know, see a Joker, hello Scarecrow, basically. And yeah, and actually I liked how they added new bosses with like the Hitman thing in the 8 Hitmen. The bounty hunters in Arkham Origins. That was really cool, actually, and I really enjoyed that. Like, actually, to be honest, another guy that I really wouldn't want to see is for sure Bane, and just the Venom dudes. Just like, you know, it definitely creates a enormous challenge. Like, as you could see, I am having a very difficult time taking out these Venom guys. Like, I guess I don't mind the shields that much. They're pretty annoying when, like, because you can't really, like, block it or whatever. And, well, obviously you're gonna include the armor dudes. You can't really ask them to take them out. Like, there's some things you can't really substitute, like, but these Venom guys, yeah, I guess, yeah, these guys can go. So can Bane. I've fought Bane too many times. I can't remember if, I don't think he's in Arkham City. I know he's in Arkham Asylum and he's in Arkham Origins. Arkham Origins was hard as shit to fight him. But definitely in Arkham City he had some substitutes with like the big Titan dudes. But, you know, it's just, you know, there's a lot of, some of these things are just, like, enough. You know, see ya, just don't come back. But yeah, it's basically, like, it's basically who I don't want to see anymore. Maybe Catwoman. I'd like to see Catwoman again. That was really cool, like how you could play different characters. It was mostly in Arkham City with the different characters that was really awesome. Other than a little bit in Arkham Origins with the Deathstroke, I really think that was cool. Frankly, I like fighting with Deathstroke better than Batman because he's a lot faster and he does just as much damage basically. So, you know, he's badass too. But yeah, like Catwoman, let's see here. Robin was cool to play with. But yeah, in Arkham Origins we heard you can call upon your teammates, which is really cool, which would definitely make sense for the Robin and the Nightwing, like Dick Grayson, the actual Nightwing, and Tim Drake, the Robin. I'm not sure if he would still be the Robin, because there was a shitload of Robins. I'm not joking. There was 5 Robins. First Robin, Dick Grayson. Second, Jason Todd, dead, came back. Third, Tim Drake, which we do see in Arkham City. So I'm assuming he's the current Robin. And we sort of have a 4th Robin. Because, like, I don't know, it's like Tim Drake's girlfriend took over for him for, like, 2 weeks or something. There was a girl Robin for, like, 2 seconds. But I'm still gonna count her, 'cause she was badass. But yeah, and then there was Damian Wayne. I think Damian Wayne died. I don't know, but if he did, I think he died young. But that doesn't really mean that he can't be the Arkham Knight. Like, doesn't really mean that. Well, they don't always follow the comics, the Arkham games. Sometimes they do something different, and either I want these 5 characters. Let's see here. 1 is unoriginal, 2 is unoriginal, 3 is unoriginal. Because there's Jason Todd and Damian Wayne, which I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if they've been mentioned. They might have. But other than that, they are really original. So either those, well, in terms of original, they would be the 2 biggest ones, but considering Hush's, you know, cliffhanger, I'm pretty sure he would be more than that. Yeah, that's that's basically all about Arkham Knight. All I want to see, other than that Batmobile frickin' combat stuff, which I really want to see, that's basically all I want to see, because everything else is really cool. Like, well, I guess, if you guys ever seen, like, Batman movies, Batman comics, stuff like that, Batman cartoons, I don't know, I'm a huge fan of that stuff, except for partially the comics. He could use his cape sometimes to, you know, deflect heat. He can actually do that, but I'm not really sure. I don't think he's done it yet in the Arkham games. If he has, then I probably haven't played it, because I haven't played Arkham Asylum. But I do know the story of it. Like, I do know who you have to face, and I do know the ending and that stuff. You know, if I'm not gonna play it, then I'm sure gonna, like, watch someone play it, stuff like that. But speaking of which, when I get that game, I hope people wanna watch me play it, because you know I'm not bad at Batman, considering my awesome combat skills. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, tell me what you guys want to see in Arkham Knight, because I think it's going to be a huge, badass game. Like, it's probably, if not the best, one of the best titles coming out, because, you know, I don't mind Battlefield Hardline, those type of games, COD Advanced Warfare. Basically, I've been told COD Advanced Warfare is basically Titanfall, so it's, except for the jump kicking people in the face, that is huge, that is badass. But yeah, I'm sort of going off topic. But yeah, so tell me when you want to see all that good stuff. And this is the Tacty Cat, signing out.